Very few hard rock and heavy metal bands from the post-2000s have had as decorated of a career as Avenged Sevenfold. With 8 full-length albums, 2 DVDs, multiple accolades, including a Grammy nomination, and millions of die-hard fans from around the globe, they've cemented themselves as one of the most distinguished rock bands of the modern era. Little brief history. The band was started by the singer, M. Shadows, one of the guitar players, Zachy Vengeance, and their drummer, Jimmy the Rev Sullivan. Started by all those guys in high school. They've all been friends throughout their whole lives. Their bass player, Johnny Christ, and lead guitar player, Sinister Gates, they joined sort of after the fact. They all gave themselves their stage names. So in 2001, they released Sounding the Seventh Trumpet. Very metalcore album, if you don't know what that is. A lot of screaming, a lot of very fast rhythms and blast beats and all that kind of stuff. Mosh pit kind of stuff, you know. And then Waking the Fallen was released in 2003 as their second album. By that point, Sinister joined the band, and you can really tell the difference in style and writing and just everything with the acquisition of him. He's an incredible guitar player. 2005, they released City of Evil, which is their first mainstream breakthrough. Had a few songs off there that got on the Billboard 100. Also showed almost complete omission of scream vocals, so pretty much clean singing the entire time, which was something Matt was really trying to work towards. And then in 2007, they came out with their self-titled album, which was one of their most ambitious records, like, period. Up until that point, it was probably their most ambitious record to date. Showed a lot of stylistic differences in the songs. Dear God is a song on that album. Very country vibe to it. And also had a song called A Little Piece of Heaven. It's almost a show-tuney vibe. A lot of orchestral arrangements within a song. It's like 8 minutes long. Something like that. Really, really messed up music video. I encourage you to check it out. And then in 2009, their drummer, Jimmy the Rev Sullivan, died of an accidental drug overdose. Very unfortunate. The band was obviously incredibly distraught, incredibly hurt, didn't know what they were going to do. They even considered disbandment at that point, but ultimately decided not to, so thank God. 2010, they released Nightmare. Very dark, somber album. You could really feel how upset and just hurt the guys in the band were. The songs still had contributions from Jimmy as far as the writing and arrangement, but the drums on the album were actually recorded by Mike Portnoy, who's a drummer for Dream Theater, who, if you knew anything about Jimmy, Mike was one of his biggest influences, so I bet that was pretty cool for the band. And so Mike was not their permanent drummer. He just stayed with them for that tour, for that album. And then Aaron Alahai became their new drummer, and with him they released Hail to the King in 2013, which was the first record with no Jimmy contributions as far as writing. And then in 2016 they parted ways with Aaron and ended up bringing in Brooks Wackerman, who played in Bad Religion, played with Tenacious D for a while, even played on a Korn album, I believe. Very decorated drummer, incredible drummer, really good fit for him. And they released The Stage towards the end of 2016, I think in October. And the thing about that, though, is it was surprise released. Like, they didn't advertise it at all. Nobody knew it was happening, so it was kind of a surprise that they did that. So that's pretty ambitious of them. Many accolades. The band has had so many awards, Album of the Year awards, Grammy nominations. They even beat out Chris Brown, Rihanna, and Panic at the Disco in 2006 on the MTV Music Awards for Best New Artist. So that was really cool. Let's see. Sinister and Zachy have won many Best Guitarist awards. City of Evil actually was certified platinum in 2009, which means they sold over 1 million copies. So that's a huge achievement for them. The band's unique qualities you'll hear in their sound: dual guitar solos, a lot of double bass drumming, Really cool song arrangements, orchestral arrangements throughout all of their albums. Sinister, Zachy, and Johnny all have their own custom line of Schecter guitars and basses and amps. I actually own Sinister's custom Schecter. As you can see, he's got his SYN on the inlays of the fretboard along with their Deathbat logo. Really cool. It's my baby. So yeah, they got their own custom line of instruments and all that kind of stuff. They're really, really good towards their fans. Never make them pay to meet them at shows. They usually hold contests, and whoever wins those contests will get a free meet and greet with them. They never make their fans pay for that kind of stuff. So yeah, they've really, really, really cemented themselves as one of the most distinguished acts in the modern era. Like I said, with all of their awards and their millions of fans and their ability to sustain themselves as a band in this era of pop and electronic and stuff like that. Not really rock friendly, but just them showing that they can support themselves in that and still thrive is really a cool thing for rock and roll. So that's Avenged Sevenfold for you.